Hello everyone, I'm George, and I'm going to discuss some of the changes that I've made to Slamt1lt's Addams Family pinball table. And Slamt1lt, we're starting here actually at the attract mode, and Slamt1lt created one of the most complex attract modes that I've seen. In fact, you can see there that he turned the lights on, and that spotlight on Fester is something that I added myself. But and you can see that the lights on the playfield change colors at different points in the game, and during that lightning sequence they all turn white, if you noticed it. And I've added some instructions that you see on DMD right now on how to do different things, and the first is how to open the tweakers that it's basically a menu system that allows you to change various options in the game. And you can also open the tweaker using either flipper key if you happen to have a pinball cabinet and you don't have keys like you would on a keyboard. And the next option was the special 2. You can choose modern or retro. That's something that Slamt1lt created. And then there's an L key that you can press as a kind of a shortcut to the game tweaker option. That's for the lighting. And and you can see there it just started a sequence here with the video, and it's pretty cool. That's something that Slamt1lt added. And also you might have noticed that it appeared on the apron down below. It's not the best vantage point looking at it from the desktop because it cuts the bottom part of the video off, but it looks really good on a pinball cabinet, and you can see the whole video on the cabinet. But there is a new option that Slamt1lt added. And let me kind of zoom in on it and let me show you. And it's this classic Addams TV show. That replaces the old 6 million point option. And the 6 million point option, all it really did was it displayed on the DMD that you got 6 million points, and then you continued the game. So this is a significant change here. It added a whole new mode, and what you do is you end up hitting Uncle Fester's kicker. There's a kicker underneath him there, and it will start these options that you see. Well, it normally would start the options that you see, but if you start the game, the classic TV mode option, you end up hitting Uncle Fester's kicker several times, and then you get more points each time you hit it, and then you complete the sequence. It gives you even more points. So you can actually earn more than 6 million points with this new option. Slamt1lt had said in the script of this table that he wanted to be able to add a black and white mode, but he couldn't do it. But at the time that he created this change, there was some coding that you couldn't change all the objects on the table to black and white, so he couldn't do it. But there's a new BAM option that was released after he did the table, and I was able to create it. And you can turn it on with the game tweaker that I talked about earlier, and you can just arrow down. There's lots of options on this, but I wanted to get down to this one here, which is the black and white for TV mode, which the TV mode is that classic Addams TV mode that I showed you just earlier. And you can set it up so it only plays black and white mode during that game mode. And it makes sense because the original TV show was in black and white, so it works best, I think, there. But if you don't care about the black and white mode, you can set it up to have it always in color like you see right now. And then there's the black and white mode, and you can play the entire game in this mode, which is in black and white. But we go back to the color mode here, and this is the default that it plays it during the TV mode. And let's go ahead. There's a few other things on here I guess I could show you. That status report is discussed on the track mode, and you hold down your left or right flipper key for a certain number of seconds, and it will start the status report. And I set this up so that you can change the amount of time that you need to that you have to be able to engage that status report. Slamt1lt set it for a pretty short time, and I tend to like to hold the flippers down whenever the ball goes into one of those kickers in anticipation that it's going to kick back out, and I like to have it ready to catch the ball. And so I set it to 7 seconds, and that works pretty well if you'd like to be able to do that. Then there's an option you can change this video that I talked about earlier that can display down on the apron or up on this up there at the top that you see where it says Addams Family right now. And light start time. There's a timer that you could maybe I better talk about that later, but there's lots of options in this, and you can just read all of these around, and this is a very good option right here for it's the audio control panel, and you can see that I've added titles on each of these. And if you see that some of these say that it's included in group adjust, and that means that it can be adjusted by this option right here is the adjust group volumes, and that can change all of these audio levels. Like you can see for each of these, let's say included in group adjust, and it's not included in this one, but all these that say included in group adjust, you can change the volume by 0.25 to 0.2, and there's a 0.3 there, and you can tell it hasn't reduced the volume. And what that does is it reduces the volume of all the sounds on the whole table except for these two ball rolling options here, and that makes it so that you can hear the it especially on a cabinet, because they're not real loud, the ball rolling sounds. But anyway, that's the game tweaker. There are other options here for lighting, and then this is the PhysX option. There's a bounce option here off the flippers, and I prefer having a low bounce, but others may want to go higher, and so there's various options there for the amount of bounce. I like the least bounce is probably not good for anybody, but the very low bounce is what I like, which I've set to default. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the game.
Next quarter.
We have visitors.
And I've thought I'd go ahead and show you some of the changes I've made to some of the graphics. Let's kind of start out here on the apron. These two instruction cards are ones that I had actually built myself, although they are similar to one that I found on the internet, but they were of very poor resolution, so I chose to build these myself. And then the playfield had the burnt-in shadows onto those built into the texture itself, and that's one feature I don't particularly care for that Slamt1lt does, and I eliminated all that. And I do like the burnt-in shadows that Terry Red adds to his tables, mainly because they look very real, but otherwise it doesn't really look that good, I don't think. And you can see that I've removed the burnt-in shadows on these side blades that Slamt1lt added. I did keep the bump map texture that he added to the sidewalls, although these pictures had bump maps on his version as well, and it didn't look quite right to me having a 3D appearance of these pictures when everybody knows that a photograph is in 2D. And you can see the different family members there. Oh, I did change Wednesday's picture because it was really dark on the side blade there, and it was too dark to match the other. I basically changed it to match the other pictures, and you can see the bump map a lot better on this door here that you can knock 3 times. And that's the display for the video that Slamt1lt added. You can turn that off in the game tweaker. You can see the texture on that door, and this other door has got texture on it. And on this one has the vault written on it, which you can see a little bit of texture there. So anyway, let me kind of go through the other things I've done here, like these flippers. I've added the roses on there. It's a custom flipper texture, and you can see that I've added some to the 2 upper flippers as well that look a little bit different. And where is the other one? There it is. And there's these targets that I added the graphics onto those so that they're different. And there's the playfield. I've changed some underneath this rubber band that you see there. That was like a wood texture that I thought looked kind of bad, so I extended the green area to cover underneath that. And these staircases had a burn-in texture on them that I found a version that didn't have it. After I removed the burn-in, I noticed this image of Wednesday's Marie Antoinette doll that has the head cut off because Marie Antoinette was beheaded, and I didn't see that before because the burn-in covered it up, but you can see it now. And this bear is a wonderful addition that my friend Paulo did, and the old model was a low poly and didn't look very good. This one, Paulo made the head raise up when you hit the ramp, and other times, and it also turns the eyes so they're red whenever he raises his head. And it's really cool. Unfortunately, Paulo became ill after he completed this, and so I hope everyone wishes him well. This texture here was problematic for me. I worked it because I found a texture that was higher resolution than what was here, and I found that I had, and on the previous version of the texture and on my version both, they had white borders around all of the objects that you see on here. So around the alligator and all the weeds and everything, there's a white texture. It's because this uses a TGA file, and the background on this was originally on the remake of this texture. It had a white background. I think it's because the clear texture turned yellow with age, and but I like the clear areas on it. So what I did was I just deleted all of I set up what they call a mask first, and then I deleted all the white around it after I had the mask created, and so it's all black, and so it made all that white border disappear. Something I was kind of happy with. And that's really about everything I have to say. Lots of new textures. In fact, most of the textures on the plastics are all new, because I had found some higher resolution. Oh, and up on the back box, I found Slamt1lt didn't actually change this back glass any, but I found a higher resolution image to use, and so I changed it out, and I reworked this area around the DMD here. You might notice that when you start the game, the first three letters of thing is spelled, and it's duplicated up onto the DMD that you see there. So it used to be that when you were playing the game on a desktop, you would have to press your tab key and look up here to see what the status of thing is. But now you can see it right on the heads-up display that you see there. And that's really everything I have to say here. Let me go ahead and start the game up here. And you need to be aware that I like the flipper bounce to be low. And I showed you earlier how you can increase the flipper bounce to set however you want it, and so just be aware of that when I'm play here. And I don't really know how well this game is going to go. Oh, I did forget to show you one thing, and it's the plunger. And you can actually move this plunger around with using your down arrow key. And if you get it down too far, you can press the up arrow key, and it moves it up, and it just stays there until you press the plunger key. And so you can very precisely orient that. Let me kind of show you another way you can do it is just to hold the plunger key down, and it will, as you can see, it pulls back, but I don't want to do it because I want to show you something else here. Some of you guys that have cabinets may not be able to take advantage of that, and most of the cabinet guys have a way of pulling back the plunger, so it works pretty much like a real table. But if you just got a push button, you can use this same option just by using your flipper keys, and you can see that pressing the right flipper moves it down, and the left flipper moves it up. And with that, let's go ahead and press. I've got it situated where I want it to. Hopefully I can get the skill shot. Maybe I better move it up just a little. And I'll press the, and it wasn't strong enough, so I've go ahead and play the game here. And there's the start to mention them for the seance. It's got a that magnet there. It's kind of cool. And this is the bear ramp. You might have noticed that that the head of the bear moved when I hit the ramp, and the eyes turned red. You can also notice that I've added the color DMD. I forgot to mention that. And you can see some of the Slamt1lt's videos that he's added. I've set it up so that you can actually hit the right ramp with this right flipper key, and it is possible. It's not as easy to do as with the left flipper key, but you can do it with the right flipper key. And let's just go ahead and shoot the ball again. And it looks like I didn't hit it hard enough again, but anyway. You can see that whenever the bumpers hit, that it has a cool looking graphic on the DMD that looks much better than it does in just the red. Anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of how it plays, and I really hope that all of you enjoy playing this table. I love it. It's my favorite of Slamt1lt's tables that he's worked on. And I wish all of you the best.